Let's start with the brutal reality that most cryptocurrency traders completely misunderstand about falling wedge patterns. While amateur traders panic during consolidation phases, professional money recognizes these formations as compressed spring mechanisms that unleash explosive moves when properly triggered. Kaspa's falling wedge represents textbook technical analysis perfection. For weeks, Kaspa compressed within descending boundaries that created artificial selling pressure while smart money accumulated positions at discounted prices. The $0.080 support level became the foundation where institutional buyers established massive positions. Here's what makes this formation particularly devastating to short-term bears. The descending resistance line created false confidence among sellers who interpreted the pattern as continued weakness. Meanwhile, each touch of support demonstrated buying strength that refused to break despite apparent downward pressure. The breakout through $0.084 wasn't random price movement, it was mathematical inevitability. When compressed volatility meets sustained accumulation, the resulting explosion becomes unstoppable. The rally towards $0.09104 proved that buyers possessed enough firepower to overcome seller resistance decisively. But here's the critical insight that separates profitable traders from losers. The retest phase determines whether the breakout represents genuine strength or false hope. When KS pulled back to $0.08161 and immediately found support, it confirmed that the breakout zone had transformed from resistance into support, the hallmark of legitimate pattern completion. The bounce back to $0.08668 demonstrates that bulls are defending the breakout with conviction. This isn't weak buying that evaporates under pressure. This is institutional-grade support that creates the foundation for sustained upward movement. Hold up. If this technical analysis of Kaspa's falling wedge breakout is expanding your understanding of how compressed volatility creates explosive trading opportunities, then I absolutely need your engagement to amplify this content. Demolish that like button right now because YouTube's algorithm rewards videos that deliver professional-grade technical analysis, and your like tells the platform that this KS breakdown deserves broader reach among serious traders. And if you're not subscribed to TJ Crypto World yet, smash that subscribe button and activate notifications because I deliver technical setups that identify wealth-building opportunities before mainstream traders even recognize the patterns forming. Now let's examine why the retest phase represents the most critical component of successful breakout trading. The pullback to $0.08161 wasn't a failure of the breakout. It was validation that the technical setup possesses the strength required for sustained upward movement. Professional traders, they understand that legitimate breakouts actually require retests to establish new support levels. When KS touched the former resistance and immediately bounced, it really demonstrated that buying pressure remained intact, even with that temporary pullback. This kind of behavior is what separates authentic breakouts from those false signals that just collapse back into consolidation ranges. The volume characteristics during the retest, well, they reveal institutional accumulation patterns that most retail traders honestly just completely miss. While a surface-level analysis might interpret the pullback as a sign of weakness, sophisticated volume analysis actually shows continued buying interest that absorbed all selling pressure without breaking support. But here's where the setup becomes particularly explosive. The successful retest eliminates the primary risk factor that usually prevents traders from committing capital to breakout plays. When support holds decisively, it really removes the uncertainty that keeps institutional money sitting on the sidelines. So, the current consolidation around $0.08668 really represents accumulation at the new support level. And, each day that KS holds above the retest zone, it actually increases the probability that the next leg higher will achieve the measured move target, and hopefully, with minimal resistance. The mathematical precision of falling wedge measured moves actually transforms this technical setup from speculation into calculated probability. The distance from the wedge's widest point to the breakout level projects upward to establish the target at 0.12680, which honestly represents explosive profit potential from current levels. But, reaching this target isn't guaranteed without clearing the immediate resistance at 0.09104. This level is really the battleground where bulls have to demonstrate enough strength to overcome seller concentration. A decisive break above 0.09104 would eliminate the final technical obstacle that's preventing acceleration toward the measured move target. So, the time frame for reaching the target, really depends on broader market conditions and of course Bitcoin's performance during the aftermath of the Federal Reserve meeting. If cryptocurrency markets can maintain bullish momentum, KAS could actually achieve the measured move target within weeks rather than months. The key insight here is recognizing that falling wedge breakouts with successful retests, historically, deliver the projected moves more frequently than a lot of other technical patterns. This statistical edge, well, it transforms the trade from just gambling into more of a professional, probability-based position sizing approach. The falling wedge breakout gains even more strength from confluence factors that, honestly, most traders completely overlook when analyzing technical setups. Bitcoin's resilience above $117,000 creates a favorable environment for altcoin rallies, while the Federal Reserve meeting resolution, removes uncertainty that has been suppressing risk appetite. Kaspa's fundamental developments provide underlying support that prevents the technical setup from operating in isolation. The approaching smart contract implementation creates legitimate reasons for institutional interest beyond pure technical momentum. The execution strategy requires understanding that successful breakout trading demands patience during consolidation phases, followed by aggressive position sizing when confirmation arrives. The retest at $0.08161 represented the optimal entry opportunity for traders who understood the pattern's implications. Current levels around $0.08668 still offer favorable risk-reward for traders who missed the retest entry, but position sizing should reflect the reduced margin of safety compared to buying the exact support test. The profit-taking strategy should incorporate the measured move target at 12.68 cents while staying flexible enough to extend holdings if momentum exceeds expectations. Professional traders, they scale out of positions rather than trying to time exact tops, making sure they capture the majority of those explosive moves when they really take off. Listen, if this comprehensive technical analysis of Kaspa's falling wedge breakout is giving you new insight into identifying high-probability trading setups, then I need your help spreading this professional-grade content. Go ahead and hit that like button again if you haven't already. Share this video with 3 traders in your network who need to understand how technical patterns create wealth-building opportunities, and drop a comment below telling me what other altcoins are showing similar breakout patterns that deserve analysis. I read every comment, and honestly, I often create entire breakdown videos based on community requests for specific technical setups. I want to thank every trader and technical analysis enthusiast in the TJ Crypto World community for joining me on this deep dive into Kaspa's falling wedge breakout setup. Your engagement, your thoughtful questions about pattern recognition and risk management, your willingness to approach trading with professional discipline instead of a gambling mentality, it motivates me to keep analyzing setups that separate profitable traders from perpetual losers. Technical analysis provides the framework for identifying high-probability opportunities, but, real success requires combining pattern recognition with proper risk management and psychological discipline. Whether Kaspa achieves the $0.12680 target or faces resistance at intermediate levels, we're witnessing textbook technical development in real time. If you want to continue building your technical analysis expertise, check out my comprehensive breakdown of Support and Resistance Mastery, the foundation of profitable trading. I'll link it right here. It's a deep dive into the price level analysis that really complements today's pattern recognition techniques, and honestly, it could transform your ability to identify high probability entry and exit points. Remember, the most profitable trading opportunities often develop slowly through consolidation phases before exploding rapidly during breakout confirmation. Kaspa's falling wedge demonstrates how patience during setup formation gets rewarded with explosive profit potential when patterns complete successfully. Stay disciplined, stay analytical, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue examining technical setups and market developments that create wealth-building opportunities. Until then, this is TJ from TJ Crypto World, reminding you that understanding technical patterns before they complete gives you advantages that no amount of fundamental analysis can provide. The next explosive breakout is one pattern completion away.